Alright guys, now we're going to get into our first main mission of the day, Herbology class. Alright, time to learn about some plants.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
Well, hello, Miss Garlick.
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb.
Well then.
Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio.
Okay.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Protect our ears? Do what? So, okay, I'm not familiar with
Now,
all the
everyone,
Hogwarts lore and
rip
stuff,
the
so
mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm
I
tug.
don't know what's to happen now, but headphone users beware, I guess. Oh, I guess it's a hold. Okay. Okay. Dang.
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the soil.
This thing kind of loud. These headphones. Damn. It's kind of loud. Oh my God.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
I need me a warm, clean blanket so I can go to bed for myself.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Oh, hey. I'm
Actually,
him, baby.
I enjoyed
That was
it. I
easy.
couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom.
I'm a
I've
Ravenclaw
arranged for you
a
to have your
reason.
own potting
Your
table
boy's
here in the
studious.
classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Fair point.
Let's
Okay.
see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the
Alright, so-
Wiggenweld potion.
The best
We're
time
gonna
to
do
plant a
some
seed is
planting.
last season. The second best time is now.
Pardon
Oh, I
me,
didn't
Professor.
mean to do that.
What am I supposed to do with the dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time.
I didn't mean to do that. I know what to do. It's easy. Yeah, you just... Come on now. So I gotta wait 10 minutes? Okay. So I'll come back to
Well
get those
done!
another day.
Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to
Chomping
uses
cabbage?
outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Noted. Sounds
Hello.
like something ought to be.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day.
Wow, words.
Nice to meet you.
Sounds
I'm Leander.
Like something I'd have
I'll be
to-
showing you
I'd
the
be
Chinese
using
chomping cabbages.
when I'm out in the world.
Up these
and
stairs
need
will take
a
us there.
Little help
But
with an
your
enemy
lead.
or two. Man, y'all caught me. I'm not being able to speak for a
Nice
minute
work
there.
in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Because I'm him.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
I was about to say, y'all
Typical
go back and
Slytherin
watch the
trick,
episodes
dropping a
back.
dragon
Boy,
skull on
almost
someone
got
during a
crushed.
fight.
Okay.
We Gryffindors fight with honor. And, Ravenclaws too. At least you did.
I don't care about no honor.
Here
I'm
we
like
are.
Jinsuke, bro.
Home of the Chinese chomping
Honor's
cabbage.
been gone out the window, okay? And in case y'all wonder, that's a Ghost of Tsushima reference.
Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Nice to know. And I want to talk about Ghost of Tsushima. I'm gonna play it for y'all eventually, just not yet, because I'm playing a lot
Look at
of
that.
games right now.
They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight.
Precisely.
Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I was imagining it already. And that's a dark answer. That's a Slytherin
I suppose
answer.
they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed
Boy.
and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't
They
plant
were
in the
only
garden.
in Hogsmeade
You get the
to
idea.
Get at your boy
Anyway, we
because your
probably
boy
ought to head
is
back to
him.
class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
I'm about to follow you, my boy.
Revelio.
I ain't got nowhere to go. I might grab me some plants and stuff over here, but I'm gonna be right behind you. Also, I think that's the dude that I smacked down in the last episode. Y'all need to check that out.
With that helpful reminder as to why
Watch
we
your boy
should
go off on
always
that
wear
1v4.
our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
And it's only been 5 minutes. I would have thought it'd been longer than that. Alright, let's talk to Miss
I tended
Garlick.
to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any
Sorry y'all
bite
to see me
marks
just
or
ugly
missing
yawn right there.
digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
I will be sure to check in, Miss Garlick.
Hope those mandrakes are really relicking.
Alright, so we are here for Potions class next. Like I said, we got main missions today. Sorry they're not as exciting as some of the other
Potions
stuff,
is one of the
but
most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school.
gotta do it.
As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion. Mr.
I'ma need
Takar,
that.
can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp.
The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
I think you might need a boy. Look how you was walking. I mean, come on now, cuzzo. You're out here with the wide bow leg like you done got.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Horklum. That is a weird name for a juice. Look at me. Look at me, so precise, man. Look at him walk. Look at him walk, man.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
Stir this pot, boy.
Not an easy potion to brew.
I'm an idiot.
Well done.
I'm sorry.
And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your Herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
That boy questioning me? He questioning me. It's all skill.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never...
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
A meat. A snitch.
My
I'll talk
parents
to him
considered
later.
keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a
Let me get
goblin
these
rebellion.
ingredients.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yeah. What about
He
it?
did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
Yeah.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Alright, man. Let's get in some trouble.
Remember, precision.
Piece of paper. There you go. Alright, there's the Fwooper feather. I found that. Before I find the other thing I need. The chest. Ooh, nice little uniform. I'll probably equip that on the camera. Or I'll probably record it, but I'll...
Revelio.
Those are some big eggs, man. God almighty. Them things is hefty. Alright, let's
Your potion
get this
station's
Fwooper
organized and
feather
free of clutter.
over to our brother.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you.
Okay.
This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and brew my potion now and
Efficiency
see
in
what is
potions
up
are two things that
with
cannot be rushed.
him after I
Have
get it all
patience
done.
and be thorough.
Alright. This is only 30 seconds. I can wait 30 seconds in the thing for it to get done. This is not gonna be like with Miss Garlic waiting 10 minutes for a plant to get done. This I can handle. I'm sure we're gonna see some kind of real fireworks with old Weasley boy over there. Alright, sweet. Oh man, there's all kinds of stuff, man. Focus potion.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Not again.
Dragon tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
Wow.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot coming from a fellow Ravenclaw. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try.
It's because
Well
I'm
done.
him.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there,
Gobbledygook?
really, but I
Bro,
am a
what?
self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Also a meat. I'm him, you snitch.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Get good.
I brewed
Skill
an
issue.
endurance potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Dog, I grabbed one ingredient.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well.
Of course.
I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I
Fair.
recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Alright then. Oh, okay.
I think each of us has had enough
by the way,
excitement for
guys,
one day. Class is
If
dismissed.
the camera looks like it's
That
off,
was an interesting class.
that's
Thanks to you.
because-
Wasn't precisely
Hold
what
on.
I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Yeah, don't even worry about that,
Professor
man.
Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
Yeah, we'll see about that one, pal. I had to help my wife with one of my kiddos. So, if the angle's not quite the same,
It is good
You
to
understand
see you,
why.
my friend.
alright. And then we get to talk to Miss
Hello, Natty. How are you?
Our girl Natty.
I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
Don't worry,
When
I'll
were
spill
you
the
at
secrets to you, girl.
Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
Show
I think
is.
so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For
And
now,
I'll have
it
more
is safe to say
answers.
that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow.
him.
Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good.
And I've got your back,
Rookwood and Harlow
girlfriend.
are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well,
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
that may be true. But shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Detective
Be on your
Onai.
guard.
Oh, arrest me.
How nice.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
Hold up, what's
going
happening?
on here?
It looks like we're gonna have to deal with
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this
Ranrock,
far.
Rookwood, and Harlow some more. I'ma handle them boys, because
They
you know
must have
what?
come
I'm
this
him.
way. Think!
Oh, what's going on over here?
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr.
you calling
Rookwood
the
would like a
devil?
word with you.
Student,
I beg
you
your
can't
pardon,
be so-
sir.
Enough out of you. Leave her alone.
Boy, I will mess you up.
Allow me to
mess
put you
y'all
out
up.
of your misery. Take more than this. What's happening?
Accio. Incendio.
Y'all can't compete.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Do you really think you can...
Red, I got the thing just for you, honey, because you far away from me.
You'll take this, student!
I ain't no other damn coming to take it.
Cowards! Going home!
Finally himself.
Combo time. Let's go. Combo time. You're mine, buddy. Ooh, look at me. Look at me.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Alright, let's figure out what's going on with you, girl. I don't know what was going on, but they were after me.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders.
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous.
Oh,
Best
don't worry.
get moving on my research before they return.
I'm coming for Rookwood.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you.
Oh, excuse
Chatters on
me, ma'am.
endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Well,
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb.
That's
Merlin
odd.
repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Well, shoot.
I brought a trunk
Might
chock
as well.
full of Mallowsweet
Let me have
with
some fun, girl.
It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
And I just know there's going to be a
I
whole
have the
bunch of
Mallowsweet.
these
Lovely.
scattered all
now,
throughout
notice
the
the
map.
vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
He just threw it.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
I also
What
think
should
it
I
was
do
funny
now?
the way he just kind of chunked the
This
leaves
is
out of his
uncharted
jacket.
territory. I am curious about these pyres.
I'm gonna just burn them. See what happens. If I burn
Incendio.
'em.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
So usually when you see like a bowl, it's either meant to be drunk or burned. I mean, someone who's gamed for a while can kind of figure that out, I would think.
Yes, how beautiful!
Ooh, that's cool.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
I believe
We
so.
can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research.
Don't worry,
My
I'll try
guess
to
is
solve
that
them.
each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here so it's not too long of a video. So I will see y'all next time.